Hey everybody, what is up? My name's Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And we have a Bark Avenue update!
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so if you don't know, Bark Avenue is a game that we have designed and published along with partnering with Good Games Publishing, and it is coming out so very, very soon. We funded it on Kickstarter last year, and we are here to update you. So, take it away, Jonathan.
Cool. Well, since the last time we did a video update, we've had a couple different iterations of approvals, but we got this thing called the white sample, which is this giant white box full of similarly white components. And so we approved everything from here, or made some slight changes around the shapes of things, the feel of things, the textures, that sort of thing. And then we got the mass production or pre-production copy. So that is this guy right here. So this is actually what everyone's copy of Bark Avenue will look like. So very, 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 very excited about this. So we have the PPC. It has been approved.
You don't know what a relief it is to get this.
Yeah.
It has been a crazy, crazy journey. One I would love to go into full detail in the future. But we do have some really exciting things that came in, and I think one of them we're going to jump right into. This will come through in with every person that got a Kickstarter copy, and that is the squishy poops. And look at that squish. We promised a squish.
It's squishy.
We got a squish.
It is squishier than the Everdell berries.
Yes. It's squishier than any component I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's very squishy.
I was so excited when these came in. I've had way too many conversations with the people over there with our printer talking about how much squish should this poop have.
Yeah, just the right amount.
Just the right amount. So I am thrilled with how that component turned out.
Yeah, sweet. So rest of the components looked pretty darn good. All the linen finishes and such look fantastic. Really got deluxe nice finishes on all the components. The dual layer board had a cut issue that has since been resolved on the track, so you could do some nice sliding when you're tracking how long you've walked a dog. So that's looking good. We also upsized the meeples, so we don't have a color sample of this, but we did get a regular wood sample where the meeples are, instead of 16 millimeters, going to be 20 millimeters. Minor changes, but we are very, very excited for the final result. Okay, so we've hit approve now. So what that means is it is currently printing. It is mass printing. So all the molds are done. They're just churning copies now. So I have to make a lot of them. So they're printing thousands. So they're in the progress of doing that right now. What that means is we will be shipping and then fulfilling games this year. Right behind that, in the shipping containers, is going to be everything else. So once the game finishes up, they're going to put it in those big containers. If you've seen those big corrugated steel containers that they always have shootouts in action movies in, in the shipyard, a full one of those is going to have Bark Avenue in it.
Squishy poops everywhere.
Now, we are going to have it fulfilled by PSI, who will then be fulfilling at least in the US, who will then be fulfilling the retail editions afterwards. So since it wasn't our original fulfillment partner, we wanted to make sure that you guys got the best experience. You didn't get dings and dents from them just throwing them in boxes and sending them to you loose. So we decided to get pre-mailer boxes. So what this means is our factory, Panda, is actually putting them in a mailer box with nice corner pieces out of cardboard, and then it's got some padding and room that you can fit also the deluxe token pack inside that box. And it's going to ship in its box that it's going to be shipped to you in. So we hope that this means that everyone's copies arrives in perfect condition, and even if that mailer box gets beat up, that you get your game perfect as can be. So that is the plan. So we have paid extra money to make that happen. We're also now shipping more air across the ocean. But we thought that it was the right decision to make. So if you've been following our Kickstarter updates, you know that a big part of what's changed in our logistics is that there will be a retail edition following the Kickstarter edition. So once that fulfills, we'll also have a retail edition in stores.
We've been very lucky to partner with Good Games Publishing. So we have partnered with them to do a co-production to put out this retail version. So with that being said, there is some differences between the Kickstarter edition and then the retail edition.
Yeah. So the retail edition is not going to have the plastic insert. So you guys have the nice custom plastic insert.
Yes, and we have tested that if you do sleeve your cards, it will fit.
Yeah, check out the
all
last
of them.
update because
Yeah.
it's such a good insert. It's like we designed it as gamers and like wanted it to be perfect, and it's perfect. So you get that. You also get the dual layer boards, so they will get paper mats instead. You also get wooden components, so the wooden walk trackers and the wooden stars, and then if you got the deluxe pack, all that stuff. They will be getting punch outs for everything, including the squishy poops will be cardboard punch outs instead. So squishy poops are exclusive to the Kickstarter version. And you'll also get those 2 bonus exclusive event cards. So there's quite a bit of extra stuff that comes in that Kickstarter version, most of which are, you know, the more deluxeified component variety more than the missing gameplay variety. But that said, we did have to make a very tough decision. So Gen Con, that's in August, we are going to have 100 copies-ish of the retail version airshipped over. So the reason you do that, you don't make like any money on that process, but it's to get a splash. You gotta be able to get in front of the media, you gotta be able to get in front of reviewers, get hands in their, copies in their hands, and then also give people a chance to see the game in person so that when it shows up in stores, a couple months later, that's something that they're interested in buying.
Yeah, so Gen Con, for those that don't know, is the biggest board game convention in the United States in Indianapolis, and that is going to be in the beginning of August. So when we looked at all of how everything was playing out, and to have the biggest impact with Bark Avenue, and to make it your guys' money that you gave to bring Bark Avenue to life, to make sure the game was as well as it could be, and we thought Gen Con with our retail partner was the best option to just do about 100 games and have a little splash there. But it is not being released, so we have a guarantee it's not being released with any other retail stores until after the Kickstarter copies have started going out. We will be at the booth working, and what we want to say is, if you are attending Gen Con and you want to play Bark Avenue with us, just let us know on Instagram, and we'd love to set up a time to show off the game personally to you, and thank you for backing our game.
Yeah, we'd love to play with you and have you check out the game in person.
Yeah. But thank you guys for understanding that the game is going to be at retail at Gen Con. This is a big opportunity for the game and to make the most out of you guys helping bring this game to life. We think this is the best move for the game. If you happen to be watching this on our YouTube channel and not on our Kickstarter, and you are interested in getting a copy of Bark Avenue, I would go ahead and, if you want it, a Kickstarter version, click the link below, because we are going to have to put a cap on this. And so there is going to be a limit to how many we can order, because we've already told the supplier it's going to be a certain amount. So we're going to have to put a cap on that at some point. Or if you want to wait, and you can get the retail version when that does come out. So that is our video update on Bark Avenue. If you want to see a more up-to-date, consistent Kickstarter update, then make sure you go and follow our Kickstarter page, where we will do written formats of our updates. But thank you guys so much. Let us know down below on the Kickstarter page, or down below here in the YouTube comments if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them for you. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know whenever we put out a new video. And we'll see you next time.
Happy playing!
All right, Emma. Emma. Oh, you good? Shot.